Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to downtown Buffalo and Canisius College. It's the Dembski Sports Complex for today's Game 1 of the Georgetown Cup of the Monsignor Martin Association. The championship of our baseball season will be between number 2 seeded Canisius and the Crusaders and the number 1 seeded St. Joe's Marauders. We thank you for joining us here on on Western New York Athletics today for the Georgetown Cup final. The Marauders 21-4 overall, 9-1 in league play this season. They enter today after sweeping the series in the semifinal over St. Mary's and the Lancers, outscoring the Lancers 22-1 in that series. On the flip side, the Canisius Crusaders enter today 15-5 overall, 7-2 in league play. Had a couple of winning streaks throughout the regular season, and they're on one now. 4 straight wins after taking care of St. Francis in back-to-back games of the semifinal, outscoring the Red Raiders 5-2. We welcome you into the Dembski Sports Complex. I'm Jack Cruiser, joined by Tom Prince for today's game. We'll have all the games throughout the weekend in this best-of-3 series. Tom, what do you look forward to most out of these matchups?
Pitching, right? That's where we're going to start off in this game. There's no doubt about it. If you remember last year, we may have witnessed one of the most fun games to be a part of right here when it was the final. It was 14-13 is how it ended, and it was just unbelievably back and forth. Every time you thought a team took the lead, right, the other team came rearing back. It was a game I think we never forget, and it just shows how great this series can be. We're here for a reason. This is 2 of the top teams in Western New York that get an opportunity to go head-to-head.
Last year, of course, it was Canisius and St. Joe's in the championship. Canisius took the best of 3 series then in 2 straight. St. Joe's not able to get a single one. However, the Marauders come back this year. They win 21 games in the regular season and earn themselves that number 1 seed. They'll be the home team today.
Yep. I mean, we've got Division I players all over the place in this one on both teams. Right now, the catcher right here for St. Joe's, one of the players that no doubt should be up for Player of the Year, hitting unbelievably for all year with a wood bat, done what he can behind the dish. We've got Greco over at first base, who's off to William and Mary. You got Joey Haynes at shortstop, who's off to Canisius. I mean, it's just loaded all over the place. Same thing here with Canisius. You're going to see one of the leadoff batters here, right? Podless, Canisius, Mazzara, Albany, right? Lynch, Cortland. It's all over the place. This is players that are going to be playing at the next level, play at a high tier. It is just unbelievable what we're going to see from these 2 teams. And but it all starts with pitching, right? What do they always say? Defense wins championships. Well, part of that defense is who you have on the mound right here. And no doubt the expectations is that we're going to see a lot of pitching in this one, and a lot of stars have the opportunity to step up and show exactly what they're made of.
So we'll take a look at our starting pitchers for today's game. First up, we'll get a look at Eric Swinsicki, the starter for the Marauders on the mound. He stands wearing number 22, does Swinsicki. Let's take a look at his yearly stats so far. A .83 ERA with 7 wins to his credit in 9 appearances. He's also got 2 shutouts in there as well, does number 22.
We talked about Zarecki. 6'15", he's hitting the league. Wood bat, 6'15". Wood bat,
incredible
right?
Stuff from
And
Zarecki.
then overall, he's hitting .552. Remember, that's going against teams where the other team, because there were a lot of non-conference games that they played against Section 6 teams, where they're out there using metal and he's using wood.
Now here, Victor Mazzara gets us underway at the plate for Canisius. Mazzara, a .367 batting average on the season, 18 hits. 3 triples, leads the Crusaders in that category. First pitch of the Georgetown Cup at 5:03 p.m. from downtown Buffalo and Canisius College. First pitch swung on it, hit into left field. Josh Eagle has to turn and dive to keep it out from the backstop. Turning around first base goes Mazzara. He'll stand up at second base with a leadoff double. The Crusaders come out firing.
Wow, that is a start right there by your leader right there. Unbelievable. Jumps on the fastball. He looked dead red fastball on that one. Found it and roped it right out into the left field.
The first pitch he saw ambushes the pitcher Swinsicki. Takes him to left field for a leadoff double. That's Mazzara's third double on the season. Now stepping in, Charlie Gill, the first baseman, a lefty. Swinsicki taking care of Mazzara on second. First pitch swung on and chopped down the third base line. Going after it is the third baseman, Brendan Busello. Busello not able to make the play as the ball flies out of play.
I was wondering if there's any chance Coach Sanacita right there was going to actually play a little small ball, try to move his runner over, get that first run of the game quickly, especially knowing because he's got Lynch on the mound today. And yes, we are right next to the Canisius dugout. So that is what you're hearing on air. That is the Canisius dugout that we are right next to.
Second pitch low will even the count at 1 apiece. We take a look at the two games that these two teams played earlier in this season. The first one on May 4th, a 4-1 victory for the Crusaders of Canisius. They were the home team in that one. 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors apiece for the Crusaders. Just 1 run scored by St. Joe's, and it was the first run of the game that came in the top of the third inning. The 1-1. Swung on and chopped down the third baseline, foul again.
Oh, that's Carr. That's the one thing this parking lot, you get a lot of cars in here. You really do.
You just hope it hits the top and not the windshield when you park at the Dembski Sports Complex. 1-2 with Mazzara on second base. About 6 feet off the bag is Mazzara. Keeping an eye on him is Swinsicki. The 1-2 swung on, and he struck him out. The first strikeout on the game, Charlie Gill goes down. The second game these two teams played was a day after the first on May 5th. The Crusaders head to St. Joe's, where the Marauders took home a 6-3 victory after suffering the first 3 runs against in the top of the third. St. Joe's climbed back and continued to pour it on throughout the 4th and the 6th innings, taking it home 6-3 final. After splitting the regular season series 1 apiece, the Crusaders look to defend their Georgetown Cup title from last season. St. Joe's looking to take it back.
Seen a lot of that this year if you looked at exactly what Podler said. The fake bunt, come back, try to get a swing and put it into play. Trying to get the corners right there to move in a little bit, right? Make that advancement in. Can actually get a nice line drive or some sort of hard ground ball past those people charging in.
Drew Podless, plenty of speed at the plate currently. He's down 0-1 in the count. Mazzara sits on second base. The 0-1 upstairs, up near the head of Drew Podless. He'll watch that one go by for a ball. One the count. 1 out. Runner on second. Stepping out of the box is Drew Podless.
Crowd filling in right now. You can see not a lot of area to sit here, Jack. You really can get crammed into a small area right here.
The 1-1, a ball again. 2-1 to Podless. Enters today with a .389 batting average. 21 hits on the season, 11 RBIs, second on the Crusaders in ribbies. He's got Mazzara in scoring position at second base. The 2-1 in there for a strike.
Nice adjustment right there. Get to that second strike, take away the small ball too. We know Podless, you know what I mean, is play a lot of small ball with him.
Swinsicki eyes down Mazzara and delivers. Chopped at back behind the backstop, keeping the count at 2 apiece. When you look at the 2 games these 2 teams played earlier in the season, the first run came in the top of the 3rd inning in both games. The first 2 innings scoreless. How crucial would that first run be for Canisius to lead off this game in the top of the 1st?
Yeah, very. And like I talked about, especially when you got a pitcher that's going to the mound that you really believe in, right? This is a kid that's been doing it for a couple of years out here for Canisius. And in fact, was critical in the win and then winning the whole championship last year. So you have complete confidence in your guy going to the mound. That run now becomes even that more important.
Swinsicki takes the signal from Tom Zwarecki behind the plate. The pitch low off the turf. Cutting to third base is Mazzara. He'll stand up easily. The game's first run just 90 feet away.
Mazzara read that one really well. You can see the jump. The minute it gets down into the turf, right, or the dirt area that is colored as, as dirt, right, he sees it and gets that great jump. He's got wheels, too, over there.
Zwarecki keeps it in front of him off the bounce. The payoff pitch in there for a strikeout on Drew Podless.
Nice pitch on that outside corner right there.
Now it's pitcher on pitcher. Tommy Lynch steps into the box here in the top of the 1st inning. 2 strikeouts credited for Eric Swinsicki so far. Runner on third base is Mazzara. A hefty leadoff in foul territory. Lynch watches the first pitch inside. 1-0.
Wow, that didn't miss my much there, Jack.
Home plate umpire Rick Antonio setting the boundaries of the strike zone here in the top of the 1st. That one in there for a strike, 1 apiece.
Folks, we have 2 cameras going for you today. One that you can see right here behind the pitcher catcher. Here's your second camera right here. So we'll be able to pick up all the action for you out there in the field. Thanks to our producer here, Francis Beck, and our cameraman, Russ Battaglia.
The 1-1 chopped at down the first base line into the Canisius dugout. 1-2 the count to Tommy Lynch. 2 outs gone by. The cleanup hitter Lynch stands in the box. Gavin D'amico, the catcher, in the on-deck circle if need be. The 1-2 swung at down the third base line. Just misses the Marauders dugout. Lynch stays alive.
And Media Row. Looks like got a little Media Row going over there, right? Channel 4, the Buffalo News. You got them all over there right now.
Better angle to shoot at over there than sitting next to us, apparently.
Hey, listen, we got all the angles for you today, though, Jack, right? Come on, look at these angles on the camera we got going. I got one of the best in the business in Battaglia out there.
The 1-2 swung and hit deep to center field. Chris Casarsa gets under it and makes the play to retire the side. No runs off 1 hit and 1 left on base for the Crusaders in the top of the 1st. We head to the bottom with Chris Casarsa, Joey Haynes, and Anthony Greco due up for the Marauders of St. Joe's. No score after the top of the 1st. We'll be back after this.
Have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love
Welcome back to Canisius College and the Dembski Sports Complex. It's the Monsignor Martin Gallagher Cup. Nope, that's the football championship. This will be the Georgetown Cup. Regardless, it's St. Joe's stepping up to the plate here in the bottom of the first after a 4-bat top of the first. 2 strikeouts for Eric Swinsicki. Now we get a look at Tommy Lynch. A 0.59 ERA. First hit swung at, hit to the shortstop. Mazzara throws over to first in time to Charlie Gill to get the first out on the first pitch of the bottom of the first.
Mazzara just so smooth out there, right? Everything nice and quick, out of the glove, quick, nice release over to first base. He really is. He's fun to watch just how smooth he really is at shortstop.
Now Joey Haynes, the shortstop, comes up for St. Joe's.
Let me tell you something. I'll take this kid on my team every day of the week, twice on Sunday, 3 times on Monday, 4 times. He's just that good of a character.
Watches the first pitch, a strike for Lynch. Haynes, a .347 average this season. 8 RBIs. Good for 4th on the Marauders in that stat. Chops one down to the third baseman. Mikey Doctor throws over to first. Gill makes the play in time, 2 down.
Bang, bang play. Nice play, though. Got to charge that. That's one of the toughest plays, especially if you let that play you. You got to be aggressive. Exactly what we saw right there. Good job coming in and making that play.
Now Anthony Greco, the first baseman, steps up at the left side of the box. A .475 average for Anthony Greco on the season. 3 homers as well. That leads the Marauders in out of the park hits, just behind Tom Zwarecki, who's got 4. Second pitch in there.
Greco's off to William & Mary is where he's going to be going to school, too. This kid has been already one of the top players in Western New York for 2 years already since he was a sophomore.
The 0-2 from Lynch. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. Doctor gets down to make the play in time to Charlie Gill to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Marauders. And we move to the top of the second. Scoreless, none apiece. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base for the Marauders. We'll be back with the top of the second after this on Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can.
Welcome back to the Dembski Sports Complex in downtown Buffalo. No score after 1 inning. 3 up, 3 down for St. Joe's. They find themselves back on the field to face Gavin D'amico up to the plate, the catcher for the Crusaders. First pitch swung on by D'amico, hit into right center. It'll drop for a base hit. Gavin D'amico, a leadoff single. The Crusaders' second hit on the day.
Gavin, big hit right there. We were just talking to him before he got up. Palm Beach Atlantic is where he's going to. Boy, I'm going to tell you, You think he's going to be in the classroom, huh? Or is he going to be at the beach? We're teasing. Listen, Gavin, great kid. Got a chance to see him since he was a young player playing and always had a great stick. Keeps it alive right here.
Throw over to first will keep D'Amico back a foot. How about the top of both innings? Canisius swinging at the first pitch. We saw it with Mazzara, earned himself a leadoff double in the first. D'Amico steps up and puts one into right field for a single. Now here's Justin Ball, watches one up high.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is one of the most, I think this is the closest we've ever been to the dugout. You can really hear him, too.
Interesting to note that in the 2 games these teams played earlier in the season, there were plenty of batters hit by pitches. 4 batters from Canisius were hit in that first game between these two. Canisius held on for the victory in that one, 4-1 the final. 1-1 to Justin Ball. Swung on and hit deep to right field. Getting under it, Jeremy Connor. He'll make the play and throw in to second base, keeping D'Amico at first. Now Jack Stravino steps up to the plate. 300 average so far this season. 12 hits for the senior. One out gone by in the top of the second. 2 hits already for the Crusaders. Full crowd here at the Dembski Sports Complex. Fans wrapping all the way down the first base line. The third base line make that. Some fans even finding themselves in the softball bleachers down near the left field foul pole. Swinsicki's pitch in there for a strike.
Tell you, the sun came out even brighter, right? It was, we had a cloud here not too long ago. Look like we were going to get like almost a shower the way it was crossing over. And now the sun out beautifully. You can see it clear as day.
We've had our difficulties with weather this week as spring has officially sprung in Western New York. Second pitch strike, 0-2. Swinsicki finds himself up in the count. Jack Stravino, the right fielder. Swings at that pitch. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight strikes from Swinsicki. The third on the day for the St. Joe's pitcher. 2 outs gone by in the top of the second.
Swinsicki so far, 2 leadoff hits he's given up both times. And then right after the leadoff hit, settles right into the game, right into the inning.
Aaron Jones. The righty takes strike 1. Still sitting on first base is Gavin D'Amico after a leadoff single to right. 2 outs since then, a fly out to the right fielder and a strikeout. Now quickly an 0-2 count to Aaron Jones after a second pitch strike. The Marauders dugout up on their feet down the third base line. The 0-2. Right down the pipe, just a bit up high for Aaron Jones. The ball will make it 1-2. Swinsicki deals. In there for strike 3. Jones goes down looking. 4 strikeouts already for the pitcher Swinsicki through 2 innings of play. Due up for the Marauders, it's Tom Zworecki, followed by Brendan Busello and Jeremy Connor in the bottom of the second, right after this on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With
exclusive buyer insights, and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your...
Bottom of the second time here from the Dembski Sports Complex, and Tom Zwarecki finds himself at the dish. First pitch low, finds itself to the backstop. 1-0 the count. It's the first ball on the day thrown by the pitcher, Tommy Lynch. He went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first with help from his fielders. Second pitch is in there right at the knees to Tom Zwarecki, 1-1. Formidable hitter is Tom so far this season, batting over 500, 552 the average, 24 runs scored, 4 home runs. He smacks this one to center right field. Hustling after it is the center fielder, Drew Podless. It bounces off the wall. Zwarecki turns on second base. Thrown in and cut off by the shortstop, Victor Mazzara. Tom Zwarecki, a leadoff triple. He's in there easy.
You want to know why he's up for Player of the Year? That right there is the reason. Hits it to the deepest part of the park right here. Gets an opportunity now to somehow find a way to get him home. Fly ball alone can do it right now with no outs.
It's a deep center field all the way back to the meeting of the two fences. First pitch swung on by Busillo to the second baseman. That's an RBI, though Canisius will get one out. Zwarecki crosses the plate to give the Crusaders the 1-0 deficit.
That's an automatic get home. If you hit it to the opposite side and the infield's not playing in, that's an automatic takeoff right there for that runner on third to get home.
Busillo will pick up the RBI, though he will head to the dugout. First pitch swung on into right field. Jeremy Connor finds himself on base. A 1-out single to Jeremy on the first pitch. We saw it in the top of the first with Canisius and the top of the second with the Crusaders. Swinging on the first pitch was working out for the Crusaders. Now the Marauders take a hint of their own. They start ambushing the pitcher, Tommy Lynch. Back-to-back batters swing at the first pitch. It results in an RBI and another runner on first base. First pitch in there for a strike on Sean Connor, the designated hitter. Second pitch hit down the first base line and foul. 0-2 the count to Sean Connor. Well, Drew Podless has all the wheels in the world, Tom. We talked about in the first inning when he was up to bat, the speed that the center fielder for Canisius possesses. Just not fast enough to get back to that deep hit from Zwarecki in way back center field.
Well, not only that, and it's got corners out there, right? So you even hit anything there, and that ball's going to be bouncing all over the place. No matter how quick you are, you got to be able to stop that ball. But still, in a deep spot like that, that could be inside the Parker, and Podless actually cuts him off to a triple.
High pitch upstairs, goes for a ball, and moving over to second is Jeremy Connor easily. Sean Connor, just 6 games played so far this season for the sophomore. a .421 on-base percentage. He's got a runner in scoring position with just one out. One run already scored here in the bottom of the second. It's the earliest a run has been scored in the series this season between the two teams. Lynch the 1-2. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Mazzara gets under it, throws over to first in time for out number 2.
Mazzara did take a quick look over the runner, right? Because you want to make sure that runner's not doing anything, or do you possibly have a shot because they don't get a good jump, gets a peek over there, sees it's not the right play, right over to first base. Good play.
4 strikeouts for Eric Swinsicki for the Marauders. Lynch yet to earn one. He's had to use his defense. Nothing wrong with that if you're Canisius. You want to get outs as you can take them.
Oh, absolutely.
With the fielders surrounding Lynch in the infield. Now this pitch, the 1-0 swung, hit into right field. Under it is Jack Stravino. That will retire the side. 1 run scored. 1 left on base off 2 hits for the St. Joe's Marauders in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. Mikey Doctor rounds out the order to start the third for Canisius, and then we're back to the top with Mazzara, Gill, and Podless right after this on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Michael Doctor will lead things off here in the top of the third inning for the Canisius Crusaders. Suffering the first run against in the bottom of the second. A leadoff triple for the catchers. Warecki found himself at home base after a ground out on the following batter. Usillo gave the Marauders the 1-0 advantage. First pitch ball, second pitch strike. 1-1 the count to Mikey Doctor.
What a play he made in the first inning when he laid out for that one over at third base, right? Saved the hit right there.
Doctor didn't do much in the first game between these two teams. In the second, however, for the Crusaders, got a little back on stride, had a hit in 3 plate appearances and earned himself a walk. Swings at this one into right field. Going back under it, Jeremy Connor. He'll make the play. Well, Doctor flies out to right field. That'll bring up the shortstop, Victor Mazzara. He's already been heavily involved on the defensive side of things. 3 assists in the field in the first 2 innings for the Crusaders. Now his second time up to bat. His first chance in the first inning, a leadoff double, I beg your pardon, into left field. He'll watch the first pitch this time come inside. 1-0. Swinsicki finds the zone with the second pitch. That'll even the count, 1 apiece. Tom, we saw the leadoff batters in all 3 innings now for Canisius swing at the first pitch. It worked out for the first 2 innings, getting runners on base. Michael Doctor flies out to right. Now Mazzara a bit more patient at the box this time. 2-1 the count.
Obviously, they're looking for fastballs, right? Dead red fastballs, and they were finding that. They say the best spot to hit a fastball is first pitch. It's the highest average of anybody is the first hit, the first pitch fastball.
Mazzara chops at the 4th pitch of the at-bat down the first base line, foul.
I've coached a lot at the same time. When I see that belt-high fastball come in, like, you want to be screaming at your kid, jump on it, because that may be the only pitch you're going to see that's that good.
Swinsicki deals just below the knees of Mazzara, who finds himself with a full count. When you've got pitchers like Swinsicki and Lynch on the mound, you maybe don't want to wait to give them time to find the zone and get into their rhythm. Jumping out to that first pitch swinging could be crucial. The payoff. Just misses the zone, says Rick Antonio, the home plate umpire. Mazzara, the first walk of the game. Charlie Gill went down swinging the first time up in the first inning. Another chance with a runner on base. The lefty stands in with Mazzara being checked there by Swinsicki, gets back in time. Well, the good news about the turf, Tom, you don't have to worry about those clean jerseys getting dirtied up.
True.
Both uniforms, an old school look, Canisius. The navy blue tops, the pinstripe bottoms with the gold numbers on the back. No names on either of the jerseys, as it has been for nearly a century between these two, and a rivalry that goes back nearly just as far.
I'm not sure they care about whether those jerseys get dirty or not, though. Mom or dad may, because they're going to probably be doing a lot of that laundry, but...
Throw back to first again, Mazzara in time. 1 pitch thrown in the at-bat. It was a strike to Charlie Gill. 286 batting average on the season for Charlie. 13 runs, 12 hits. The 0-1. In there for strike 2. Canisius fans behind the plate didn't like that call so much.
I was going to say, those umpires behind the plate were definitely thrown in on that one, so.
Plenty of seating area right behind the plate, and fans have found that is filled up. Bring your lawn chairs. 3rd pitch swung on and missed. A strikeout for Eric Swinsicki, his 5th on the day. Out number 2 of the 3rd inning. That's the second 3-pitch strikeout thrown by Swinsicki. Even though he had a couple tosses in between the first and second pitches of that at-bat, still found the zone right away. Now the speed of Drew Podless up to the plate with a runner on first in Mazzara. Podless worked himself to a full count in his first at-bat before watching the payoff pitch. Now the pitch goes to the backstop. Stealing second base was Mazzara. Now in between second and third, Zwirecki gets the ball behind the plate and forces Mazzara to head back to second. It'll go as a steal for Victor. In the first game between these two, Canisius had just 1 stolen base. It was Drew Podless. And in the second, for the Crusaders, they attempted 2 steals. They were caught, and it was Mazzara who was caught in that second game. Podless with the lone steal. Successful try for the Crusaders in that one. 1-0 to Podless. Battle missed the catcher Swinsicki again. Mazzara moves over to third base on 2 pass balls.
First one, I wouldn't call it pass ball. That was definitely a wild pitch. That was way up over his head. That one, I agree with you. Pass ball on that one as it went off Swinsicki's glove right there.
You figure Mazzara was well into his stride when that first pitch was delivered on that first steal.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That depended on the score, on who it was going to be, but that thing sailed over everybody's head, though.
Just like that, Swinsicki finds the zone back again, 2-1 the count.
But I agree, he got a great jump, and you saw that was what it was. It was the jump that he got trying to make something happen right there.
The game's tying run on third base. The 2-1 pitch in there for a strike.
What I tell you, the crowd was we knew it was going to get into it. Now you're starting to see the clapping. Both teams really getting into it. I mean, they're already, we're already in the third inning. The game's already moving very quickly.
The 2-2. Framed neatly by Swinsicki. However, Rick Antonio says, nuh-uh, that one's outside. 3-2 the count to Drew Podless.
You just see Swinsicki out there. Kind of that break blew out a whole bunch of air right there.
The payoff outside of the zone. Podless with a walk.
No doubt. He's got a tight zone. There's no doubt about it.
So Podless worked himself a full count in the first inning. He does so in the third. This time the payoff outside. He looked at both payoff pitches. The first time Antonio called the strike. This time just outside. Podless at first with runners on the corner. Mazzara still 90 feet away from tying this game.
I think you're going to see Podless take off here. Try to get 2 runners in scoring position right here.
Drew stays at first. Slap hit into right field. That will tie the game at 1 as Mazzara crosses the plate with runners at first and second.
Lynch helps himself right there. Wow, that's a big piece of hitting. Taking that outside pitch, going oppo. Textbook right there, letting the ball travel, going opposite field with it. Nice piece of hitting right there by Lynch.
Again, you see the first pitch swung on by Canisius, and it results with another base hit. Now here's Gavin D'amico. The power doesn't stop for Canisius. D'amico, 286 average. Watches the first pitch a ball. We thank you for taking time out of your Friday evening to join us here on Western New York Athletics, wherever you may be. Plenty of Canisius and St. Joe's alumni alike tuning in across the nation. Second pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 the count to Gavin D'amico, the catcher.
Gavin with one of the 3 hits in the game before Canisius.
Had a single.
Every hit so far has gone oppo for Canisius. Every hit's gone opposite field.
This one swung at down the first base line. The first baseman, Greco, to the warning track. Makes the play in foul territory. Anthony Greco retires the side. 2 batters left on base for the Crusaders. However, they tie it up as Mazzara crosses the plate in the top of the third inning. That'll do it. Now we head to the bottom with Josh Eagle rounding out the bottom of the lineup for the Marauders before Casarsa and Haynes step up after him. That's after this on Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to HowardHanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48 hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the...
We welcome you back to downtown Buffalo, Canisius College, Dembski Sports Complex, the site of the 2022 Georgetown Cup between Canisius and St. Joe's, a rematch of last year's championship. Tommy Lynch on the mound for the Crusaders. 2 innings pitched so far, has given up 2 hits and 1 run against. Starts out the 3rd inning with a strike. Second pitch below the knees of Josh Eagle will even the count at 1 apiece.
Let me make a correction thanks to Jack. Canisius did have one over to left field. In fact, started off the game with a Mazzara, that blast down in the corner over there. My apologies, 2 out of 3 went oppo.
The 1-1 is hit right up the gut for a leadoff single for Josh Eagle.
And I'm telling you, anytime you can get the bottom of your lineup to be productive, watch out. Because now comes that power, right? Opportunity to get that top of the lineup, and that top of the lineup is a top of the lineup for a reason, right? Because of how good they are capable of hitting.
That'll bring up Chris Casarsa to the top of the order. Squares around a bunt. The pitcher Lynch declines to throw to the plate, instead checks over Eagle at first.
Especially when you got Casarsa hitting 409, Haynes hitting 347, and Zarecki 552.
An impressive top of the order for St. Joe's. Another throw over to first.
Oh, and I left Greco out at 475. Only 475 in there too, right? Unbelievable. I mean, you can see that's the reason they're the top of the lineup.
Casarsa swung on the first pitch he saw in the first. He's yet to see one here. Lynch delivers. The fans disagree. Casarsa stood in, pulled back the bunt, and watched the ball go by. 1-0 the count to Chris.
And we're not right behind home plate, but I'll tell you, it's like we said, if you're gonna have a zone, I don't care what it is. All everybody's asking is for is consistency, and he really has. He's been consistent. It's just what? It's tight. It's a tight zone. That's all.
Just 4 balls thrown so far for Tommy Lynch. That one upstairs. 2 on the count now. Tommy Lynch, a .400 batter in his own right. When you look at his pitching stats, however, it's even more impressive. Just 5 walks on the season. Another pickoff at first, not in time.
And Tommy's another kid that has got his name in for Player of the Year right here. You remember how you started this off? Hear that ERA that was out there? Right?
Yeah, an ERA sitting currently at 0.59 on the season. He finds the zone with the 3rd pitch of the at-bat.
In the Monsignor Martin Conference with St. Joe's and St. Francis and, some of the top teams in the area right there.
Again, thrown back for the 5th time of the at-bat. Not in time. Josh Eagle staying near the left fielder is to the first base bag.
I know the crowd's moaning over there, but those are not close plays over here to be able to moan about.
Another one. That'll miss the first baseman. Charlie Gill goes to get it as Eagle slides into second on the error. It hit the glove of the first baseman, Gill. They'll credit the error to the first baseman. The first error of the game. Tommy Lynch now can square away Chris Casarsa. 2-1 the count. That one at the knees, 3-1. Eagle on second. Lynch on the mound. Deals. That one in there. That'll bring the count to full.
Flip it. This is what you know. Swinsicki is already seen on the mound, right? Flip side. Remember, double Mazzara gets out there. Now Lynch sees the same thing. Can he get that same shutdown he needs?
This one chopped to the second baseman. Justin Ball throws over to Gill in time for out number 1.
Just like a sacrifice bunt right there, right? You move the runner over, still do your job. Worst case scenario, move the runner over so they're standing on third base with less than 2 outs. Fly ball, you can absolutely get your lead right here back.
3 hits apiece now. 1-1 the score in the bottom of the third inning. The Marauders looking to take the lead again, and they've got the go-ahead run at third base in Josh Eagle. Joey Haynes grounded out to third base his last time up. This one popped down the first base line. That will go well out of bounds. 0-1 the count.
Last inning we saw Greco have enough room over there to make his play. Unfortunately, you can see there Gill doesn't have enough room as it gets past that kind of makeshift fence over there.
1-1 the count. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. A big swing there from Joey Haynes. Not in time. Joey had 1 run in the most recent game between these two. A 6-3 victory for St. Joe's. 4 plate appearances, 2 strikeouts. Sitting in the number 2 hole, Joey Haynes, the shortstop, has yet to be tested in the field. Trying to make his impact felt on the offensive side of things here. He can get a ribby if he hits a single. Even a sacrifice fly will do the same. 1 out away in the bottom of the third. A tie ball game at 1 apiece. Game 1 of the Georgetown Cup. That one swung on and hits the batter Haynes. He'll walk it off after keeping himself alive. Home plate umpire Rick Antonio takes a stroll out to the pitcher's mound, giving the batter a chance to shake off the ball that hit him. We take a look at our other umpires in today's game. At first base, Doug Zavodny. And at third, it's Eric Saladin. We'll flip that. Saladin at first, Zavodny at third. They've yet to be tested yet so far. Zaladin, he had to watch a lot of those pickoffs back earlier in this inning. None of them all that close, however. No call needed to be made. That was critical. Another ball thrown by Lynch. That'll even the count 2 apiece. That one chopped back behind the backstop over everybody. 2-2 we stand.
Joey doing a great job of battling here, right? Keep fouling off those tough pitches. Eventually you look to get that mistake. You're eventually going to look to drive that ball that's going to come over the plate.
The 2-2 just misses the outside corner. Full count to Joey. The Canisius dugout thought that would be it, as did a lot of the Barons.
I was going to say just about everyone that was anywhere near that plate thought it was.
This one swung on and hit up the middle of the field into the outfield. 1 run will score as Eagle crosses the plate to give the Marauders the lead again. A single for Joey Haynes after he worked himself the full count. 1 out in the bottom of the second. It's a 2-1 lead for St. Joe's.
And I'll tell you, probably the only 2 places that you're going to really see home runs today could be in the corners, right? And I'll tell you, this is a kid, if he gets a hold of one, watch out. He's got power.
Greco grounded out to third base in his first appearance back in the first inning. Watches the first pitch a ball, and you see the catcher for Canisius, Gavin D'amico, takes a stroll out to the pitcher's mound after it's 3 straight batters now with a first pitch ball in this inning for Lynch. He found the zone quite well in the first 2 innings. Didn't throw a ball until the 7th batter he faced in Sean Connor. The 1-0 upstairs again, 2-0 count.
We'll see if we see Coach Naska get aggressive on the base pass with Haynes. Haynes got some speed. See if he's going to take a chance to get him into scoring position, especially with a 2-0 count, only 1 out. So 3-0 right here. Now you look to 2, right? One of your top hitters, as you get the green light, is he looking for? I'm going to tell you, if you get a green light, it better be nothing than right down Broadway, right down the middle of the plate. That better be for you to be able to swing at.
Greco watches it go upstairs. A 4-pitch walk. Runners now at first and second.
And now here comes the big hitter for St. Joe's. I mean, here's your opportunity right here if you're St. Joe's. Looks like Coach Sanacito is going to go out there, though, and talk to his pitcher, Coach Lynch. Probably they're going to talk a little defense here, right? And then talk about what to do, right, if the ball's going to come your way. So a little talk to the pitcher. How are we going to pitch him right now?
Probably a good chance just to calm down your pitcher at this point, right?
And it may even say is like, listen, I won't be surprised if you're not going to give him anything to hit.
Justin Sanacito has seen plenty of baseball himself, drafted to the MLB, played plenty of baseball his whole career before heading to the manager role. Took the job at Canisius back in 2019, and he's got 1 cup to himself as they won the Georgetown Cup last season.
He also runs the Academy Stars program here locally, which is a travel organization that he started.
Definitely a steward of the game, is the head coach of the Crusaders. First pitch to the big Thomas Warecki, fouled away.
He's been a scout also for Major League Baseball. I know he's scouted for the Twins. So he's done an absolute ton in Western New York when it comes to baseball. So
that scouting eye has not gone anywhere, as you can see from the amount of talent on the field for the Crusaders. Second pitch. Zwarecki's behind it, 0-2.
And if I'm down on the third baseline as coach, I'm saying that's why they give you 3, right? You get another opportunity here. You got to put that last swing past you.
The 0-2 misses the catcher, D'Amico. That'll move both runners over. It'll eliminate the double play. 1 out in the bottom of the third. 1 run has been scored this inning by the Marauders, giving them the 2-1 lead.
Now, listen, you don't have to give him anything, perfect here, especially with runners now in second, third. You have first base open.
The 1-2 swung on by Zwarecki to the shortstop. Getting down is Mazzara, throws from his knees in time to make the play at first. However, Joey Haynes scores from third to extend the lead for St. Joe's, 3-1.
Nice pick by Gill over there. Gill doesn't pick that. That gets by him. Another run scores right there. And you could be talking about putting another running in scoring position. Great pick, great job there by Gill.
Zwarecki picks up his first RBI on the day. He's now got a run, 2 hits. Make that a run, 1 hit and an RBI. And our first hit batter of the day is Brendan Bucello on the first pitch.
You know that was coming after he talked about 4 hit batters in game 1.
They definitely went back and forth in the first 2 games of the series.
So 2 outs. Not something that you probably will see a steal from here. Focus should all be on the batter right here at the home plate.
First pitch chopped to the hole. It'll find itself into left field. Aaron Jones has trouble handling it. He'll get it in, not before Anthony Greco crosses the plate. A 4-1 lead for St. Joe's in the bottom of the third inning. That one hit by Jeremy Connor, right in between the shortstop Mazzara and the third baseman Doctor. Both dove their best opportunity to get to it. Just neither able to make their play. A perfect hit in between the two infielders. And a first pitch ball to Sean Connor. The 1-1 to Connor. Chopped that into the Marauders' dugout. Look out, the coaching staff. Everyone gets out of the way in time. It's an odd setup here at Dembski Field and the Dembski Sports Complex. The dugout's a bit further down the first and third base lines than usual. And a wide open look as well. No fencing protecting the players or coaches.
Francis said they hit a player. Hit number 7, who is Mike Noonan.
Well, we hope he's all right.
I think he's fine. You can see they're all in there jumping over there, rooting on their team. I think he's fine.
It's almost a bit of a video game feel when you hit it into the dugout like that with no fence blocking it. Everyone's got to be on edge at all times here, and the Marauders are definitely just that. After a 3-run third inning so far, St. Joe's all on their feet. Another foul ball hacked at by Sean Connor. 1-2 we stand. Runner on first and second. It's Jeremy Connor at first. Brendan Bucello at second. The 1-2 from Lynch. Outside.
This is a big out. Lynch is throwing a lot of pitches this inning. Lynch is sitting at 50, 51. Him and Sawaki right now are pretty close.
Pitch 52 in there for strike 3 on Sean Connor as he watches that one go by for the third out. A 3-run bottom of the third for the Marauders. Set St. Joe's up on top 4-1 as Canisius will look to respond. It's Justin Ball, Jack Stravino, and Aaron Jones due up after this on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Dembski Sports Complex in downtown Buffalo. The Canisius Crusaders looking to respond offensively after giving up 3 in the bottom of the third. It's Justin Ball standing in there on the right side for the first pitch strike. Ball a fly out to right field his last time up in the second inning. Swings at this one, holds up on the swing, popped right to the second baseman, Nick Casarsa, who makes the play in time.
Yeah, that's one you know he wanted back, right? Just kind of stuck the bat out. Unfortunately, check swing. Good pitch by Swinsicki right there.
I think that's Swinsicki on the mound. Swinsicki catching. But Swinsicki is calling the game from behind the plate for St. Joe's. First pitch swung at aggressively there by Jack Stravino. Boy, if he got all of that, you would be talking extra bases. However, it's a first pitch strike again for Swinsicki.
And I actually pronounced it wrong. That's my fault. Oh, they got to check that one. I thought he went on that one. They're not even asking for help. They got to ask for help on that one.
Now they do, and they will credit the strike. Rick Antonio eases down to Doug Zavodny. And Doug said, yes, Jack did go around, making an 0-2 count now for Swinsicki. That one just low. Swinsicki tried to frame it. Just missed.
It's a tight zone. There's just no doubt about it, right? You're going to have to pitch, pretty much right over the plate is what you're going to have to throw that pitch.
In that same vein, probably a lot more takes than you'd expect.
Yeah, you can see that. And, I mean, that's a high. That's a high pitch right there. It could be right across the letters, but you can see anything that's going to go over his helmet as a catcher right there, he's not going to call today.
The 2-2. Chopped back. From the umpire's perspective for Rick Antonio, when you've got 2 stud pitchers like this on each side, you probably want to tighten that zone a bit and make them throw inside.
See, you're a hitter's umpire in essence, because the only way you're going to get your strike is to call that right down over the plate, right? So it just depends what your way of thinking is, you know what I mean? If you're a hitter, heck yeah, right? Which is when you're going to see, I'm going to make that pitcher throw that down Broadway, and I'm looking for that fastball, right over the middle of the plate.
Already 8 hits in this one, 3 for Canisius, 5 for the Marauders through 3 full innings. A walk to Jack Stravino.
And Swinsicki right there, he wants a new ball. You can see I think a little frustrated with a couple of those pitches right there.
It's the 3rd walk on the day for Eric Swinsicki. Now, Aaron Jones with Jack Stravino on first base. The righty watches the first pitch low.
This may be the most balls we've seen him throw in a row so far, as he's had very, very good command so far today.
Back last inning, 2 counts were worked full. The first of which ended as a walk for Victor Mazzara. He found himself stealing and then taking third on a wild pitch before an RBI from Tommy Lynch brought him home for the first run on the day for Canisius. The 3rd pitch of the at-bat, a ball again.
Now, I don't know if you can see Coach Nasco over here, but he's pacing outside the dugout over here. Did you see him, Jack? He didn't like a couple of these calls. You can just see as he's pacing right now.
This one hit up the middle by Jones. Turning is the second baseman, Justin Ball. Make that Nate Casarsa, and Casarsa makes the play in time to Greco for the 2nd out.
Only play Casarsa had right there was to go to first base. Good job. Had to come up, be aggressive. And you can see turn in the air and throw in the air. Great play by him. Greco does the good job right there, making sure that is going to be an out.
Well, Casarsa's been tested a couple of times this inning. He caught the first out from Justin Ball, and then he assists on the play over to first to get Aaron Jones out for out number 2. Now the bottom of the lineup with Mikey Doctor. flew out to right field his last time up. Back in the third inning. Here in the fourth, he steps up with a runner in scoring position, down 4-1. The first pitch, outside. Doctor swung on the first pitch he saw in his first at-bat. He watches that one go by.
So, Jack, remember we've done a lot of games, and I know we're not right behind the plate, so it's tough to see exactly what's going on. We're kind of, so everybody knows, off down the middle of the first baseline is where we're sitting. So we don't get to see that exact pitch where it lies.
That one hit into left field. Back to the track, off the ground, fair. Josh Eagle stops up and throws it in. 1 run scores in Stravino. Standing up at second base is Michael Doctor with an RBI to cut the lead in half. It's 4-2.
That was close to getting out of here, I'll tell you that right now. That was a blast right there by Doctor. He got all of that one right there and almost hits one out of here. Great piece of hitting. There's your second run right now. Canisius down by 2. Another running in score position, and guess what? We've now seen both teams get that 9 batter on, make some damage. Now you go to the top of the order for your hottest hitter and a chance to absolutely get this thing real close.
There you see a meeting on the mound.
But, Jack, I wanted to talk to you. Remember when we called some games and we were talking about the outside corner, and we got an opportunity to talk about to tell your catcher farther and farther go off the plate? Remember when we had those conversations about going farther and farther off the plate and said, listen, go off, watch. And we saw them go off and get those strikes called. That's something you're not going to get today. So if I could go farther out or I could hit that outside corner, what I'm trying to do is to get people to actually ground down and do different things that you don't want to do. If that zone's tight, right, now I'm as a hitter, I'm looking dead fastball down the middle of the plate. That's all I have to do. So that's the difference between right now a tight zone and someone who opens it up a little bit for a pitcher out there and the mentality of a hitter.
And that's exactly what Mikey Doctor looked for, was that pitch right down the gut. No mistake from Mike. He finds himself on second base with an RBI double, and Victor Mazzara steps up to the plate. He earned himself a walk in the third and came around to score after a steal, and then a wild pitch got him to third base. You saw Chris Kohler go out there to have a word with his pitcher.
And, Jack, there's not a kid here in high school that can't hit a fastball, right? All winter they're seeing fastball, fastball, fastball. They all can hit that fastball, and that's what they're doing, sitting dead red.
That fastball in there for a strike, 0-2. Bit of a curve on that, if you will.
Little hook. Nice off speed right there that came in there.
Now 0-2. 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Suffering just 1 run is the pitcher, Swinsicki.
Now, even so, even with a tight zone, get out of the zone right here. Don't expect this to be a strike right over the plate. Come out of the zone. Get outside.
Just misses the zone, says the home plate umpire, Antonio. 1-2.
Right pitch, though. See how he went outside, right? That's still the right pitch. If I hit that corner, I get it. If not, guess what? Different eye level. I get a batter to see different things. I still have the advantage of the pitcher.
Mazzara was down 1-2 in the count before working it full his last at bat. It'll even the count at 2-2 after the pitch was in the dirt. Back in the first inning, it was a leadoff double from Mazzara. He stole third. Couldn't get home then. It was 2 straight strikeouts thrown by Swinsicki after the leadoff double from Mazzara. 2-2 with 2 outs. Top of the fourth. The pitch. Swung on and misses. But a foul ball as it's tipped right into and out of the mitt of Tom Zwirecki. If he holds on, we'd be talking about strike 3.
That's exactly what would have happened. Swinsicki, though, hitting some nice spots at this at-bat, really making Mazzara work right here.
Top of the fourth inning, 1 run scored already for Canisius, cutting into the deficit. That one tipped into the mitt by Zwirecki. He has a couple of words for Victor Mazzara as the inning ends with another strikeout tossed by Eric Swinsicki, his 6th on the day, already through 4 innings. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th as it's the heart of the lineup for the Marauders. Nate Casarsa, Josh Eagle, and Chris Casarsa due up after this on WNY Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my
Nate Casarsa will get things going in the bottom of the 4th inning here. The Marauders, they've scored at least 1 run in the last 2 innings, 1 in the bottom of the 2nd, 3 last inning in the 3rd. Now the catcher, Gavin D'amico, has an issue.
To his glove, the webbing. He needs a new glove right there, so you could see the webbing.
Assist to the bench of Canisius, having the backup catcher's mitt ready to go. That first pitch strike from Tommy Lynch, a bit too much heat on it, and now they'll allow D'amico and Lynch to play a little catch and get the glove broken in. So Nate Casarsa flew out to right field his last time up back in the 2nd inning. That closed out the 2nd inning after the first run of the game was scored by Tom Zworecki. 4-2 is where we stand now. 5 hits for the Marauders so far today. Nate Casarsa, a .484 on-base percentage this season. Watches the 2nd pitch go in there. 2 straight to Casarsa, strikes.
Lynch learned something on that first pitch it may not even realize. Did you see that low strike get called? Something we haven't seen a lot of low pitches today, and he got the low pitch call.
3 straight at the belt. A strikeout, the 2nd on the day, and the 2nd in a row tossed by Tommy Lynch.
I got to be honest with you, like, Casarsa did not like that call, but that looked like it was right down the heart of the plate. I don't know what he thought was a bad, why that was a bad call right there.
That one low, and it catches Josh Eagle going golfing.
So I like this adjustment. You've seen Tommy, he's down. Always say to a pitcher, if you're going to miss low, right? And he's doing that real well, finding that low part of the zone.
That one misses for a ball.
And again, does not miss by much, which has been kind of the theme that we've been talking a little bit about today.
That one fouled, goes off of D'amico.
That got right off D'amico. Oh, he doesn't. Uh-oh. I want to say that's not in the good spot.
D'amico to his knees. We will step aside and come back after this. Give Gavin D'amico a chance to catch his breath. We'll be back on Western New York Athletics, continuing the bottom of the 4th after this.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Well, we're back on Western New York Athletics, bottom of the fourth inning. Gavin D'amico on his feet after taking one to the family jewels back before we took a break.
Yeah, Gavin trying to get his breath, no doubt about it here. And let's see if we go to a different.
Getting looked at by the trainer now.
Yeah, just making sure he's okay. He is standing up, which is a good sign right there. And, you know, we've got one out still in this one. So, and you can see Lynch has come out this inning. I thought throwing maybe the best I've seen him throw so far in this game. And what I've really liked, first pitch strike was number one. Number two, living lower in the zone, because we've seen the complaint by the pitchers, right, of that high strike, you know, that across the letter strike. They're not getting. Right. And you're not going to get it, obviously, right? So you've got to make an adjustment. And I like right now, it's Tommy Lynch makes an early adjustment. You can see him going now lower in the zone. And I like that as far as a pitcher understanding what's there in front of you.
Perhaps Gavin D'amico not used to that low pitch earlier in this game. Got him a bit too low on that one. He's still now dropped down to his knees again. Getting looked at by the trainer. That's here for both squads. Back onto his feet. Well, if you're Canisius, you hope he can just walk it off and stay in the game. A crucial player is D'amico, not only in his catching abilities, but at the plate, a .286 average. He's got 3 doubles, 2 home runs. He can hit the ball far, and he gets on base quite a bit for the Crusaders. The crucial player to miss, but like you said, worst time for Tommy Lynch to have a pause in the game is to have the start to the fourth inning that he has had after ending the third with his first strikeout on the game, a called looking strikeout on Sean Connor, and he starts the fourth with a looking strikeout to Nate Casarsa. Josh Eagle with a 1-2 count. Now Tommy Lynch, everyone giving a pat on the back to D'amico. Shakes it off and he'll head back to his place. I wonder if they'll give Tommy Lynch and D'amico a chance to toss one warm-up pitch here.
He is. You can see it already standing there. In fact, he's blocking the batter from even coming up, so that's exactly what they're going to do.
Lynch on the warm-up throws a bit upstairs. Go figure.
Especially since that's all we've been talking about, so you know that's exactly what was going to happen, right?
Yeah. D'amico looking good behind the plate. He gives the thumbs up, and we're back.
All right.
Ready to get back underway. A full crowd here at Dembski Sports Complex, all the way down the third base line, that is, and wrapping around the foul pole, 327 feet onto the softball diamond, just behind the left fielder Aaron Jones. The 1-2 sent to center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Josh Eagle, 2 singles on the day in his 2 appearances. 2 singles, both right up the gut to center field.
By your number 9 batter right there, right? Getting now the opportunity to get back to the top of the order. See if you can make it something happen again.
Eagle came around to score the go-ahead run back in the third inning That put the Marauders up 2-1. They're now on top 4-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. One out, one runner on as Chris Casarso watches the first ball. Six hits on the day for St. Joe's. Lynch checks over Eagle. It was Josh Eagle that had to dive back to first base 5 times on his last hit. Lynch, afraid of the speed of the number 9 batter, keeps an eye on him on first. Charlie Gill watches that. That one hit right back to the pitcher. Lynch makes the play, and he'll walk it to first himself for the double to end the fourth inning. No runs on one hit, no errors, and none left on base for the Marauders. It'll be Canisius up with the first baseman, Charlie Gill, followed by Podles and Tommy Lynch himself in the top of the fifth, right after this on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We are back from downtown Buffalo and the Dembski Sports Complex, home of the Canisius Golden Griffins, fresh off their Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Championship. They're down in Florida waiting to play in the NCAA tournament. Golden Griffins winning both the regular season and the postseason tournament. And a couple players on the field here in this game today will be heading off to Canisius in the future to play for the Golden Griffins.
One's literally standing right in front of us, too.
Drew Podles, the center fielder of the Golden Griffins, in the on-deck circle. Before him is Charlie Gill, the first baseman. Swings at that one right back to the pitcher. Eric Swinsicki tosses over to Greco in time for the first out of the fifth inning. And now Podles steps up to the plate. The Canisius commit struck out looking in his first at-bat, and then in the third earned himself a full count walk. Got over to second base before D'Amico popped to third to end the inning. A 4-2 lead for the St. Joe's Marauders. And the first pitch strike in there to Podles. Swirecki getting that outside zone, perhaps a good frame job there, getting the call of Rick Antonio. Second pitch, same location, same result, 0-2 the count.
So same thing right now, right? 0-2 advantage right now, Swinsicki. Let's see Swirecki go farther out. See if he could push it a little more. Get Podles to somehow go after it.
That one upstairs, well over the head of the center fielder. Podles, a .389 hitter, slaps that one to the shortstop. It'll drop in the infield, take an odd hop. Podles, the speed, gets him on base with an infield single.
That's one guy you're not throwing out, right? You got to come up gunning. He has got that kind of speed.
When it took an odd hop right off one of the lines on the field, perhaps it's the soccer field lines, the yellows, that run just behind the pitcher's mound. Perhaps a bit of an indent on the field where the turf changes color. It hit right on the line, took a funny bounce. The shortstop, Joey Haynes, couldn't read it in time. The speed of Podless got him on base for the 5th hit of the Crusaders. Now just 1 out gone by here in the top of the 5th. Canisius trailing by 2, looks to cut into the deficit. First pitch in there to Tommy Lynch for a strike. Tommy Lynch now in at the box. Swings at the second pitch. That one low. 0-2. One out gone by in the top of the 5th. Gavin D'amico in the on-deck circle. Throw back over to first. Drew Podless had to dive back in time. The pitcher, Swinsicki, taking a couple extra peeks back at Podless before delivering. It goes between the legs of Zwirecki. Podless easily up at second base as Zwirecki heads back to the deep backstop to collect the ball. A 1-2 count now. As Podless takes second on a pass ball. The double play has been taken out. The 1-2 upstairs. 2-2 the count. Tommy Lynch watches the first 2 pitches as strikes. Sees the last 2 go and miss the zone. 2 balls in a row. Swinsicki tries to find the zone again here with a runner on second. Swung on and hit to left field. It misses the third baseman, Bucello. Josh Eagle throws it in, and it's cut off by Brendan Bucello himself. Podless moves over to third, and it's a single for Tommy Lynch. His second single on the day. Runners on the corners now.
And second with runners out there on the base pass, right? And if that wasn't hit right at the right fielder, I'm telling you, Podless scores on that one. Some big hits right here by Lynch that he's really helping himself.
And now Gavin D'amico. He leads the Crusaders in RBIs with 19 on the season. He's got a hit already today back in the first. A single to right field. Throw back to first base. Tommy Lynch barely moved off the bag. A risky move throwing back to first when you've got the runner at third. We've already seen Canisius throw over to first. It missed the first baseman's bag, and on an error.
But you know what they're trying to do? Sometimes they're trying to read, right? What has happened? Can you see the runner leaning? Are they going to try to bunt? You're going to see stuff just by throwing it over to first base that you could see if the hitter or runner gives it away for you, what they're planning on doing.
The second pitch of the at-bat hit deep to center field. Chris Casarsa gets under it to make the play. Tagging from third is Podless. The throw cut off by the pitcher, Swinsicki. It's a one-run ball game as Canisius works them on, over and in. 4-3. The Marauders still lead.
Come right out. That team comes out, goes after D'amico. Make sure he gets his high fives. Great piece of hitting right there. Deep ball. Podless doesn't need it that deep. Just needed to get it out of the outfield. Let Podless do the rest.
D'amico with the fly out to center. Picks up the RBI. And it brings up Justin Ball. Ball, a fly out to both right field and second base in this game. He's only watched one pitch in each of his at-bats today. The 0-1 from Swinsicki. Watches that one in there for a strike. 0-2. Swinsicki, 6 strikeouts so far today through 4 2/3 innings. That one up near the letters. Not a strike in today's contest. 1-2 the count. 4-3 the score. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Swinsicki has to tag him or throw him out at first. He'll do just that to end the top of the first inning. 1 run gone by with a runner left on base thanks to 2 hits from the Crusaders in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th with the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. It's Joey Haynes, Anthony Greco, and Tom Swinsicki for the Marauders. Right after this on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Welcome back here on Western New York Athletics. Bottom of the 5th inning for the St. Joe's Marauders. They're up 4-3. They held a 4-1 lead after the 3rd inning of play. A couple of scoreless innings for the Marauders. They're looking to cut back, build on this 1-run lead after they had an explosive 3rd inning. They've left a couple of batters on base.
And Haynes got an RBI single last time he was up.
That he did.
Straight up the gut, he hit that one.
And then he came around to score. This one swung down the first base line and foul. Look out for our cameraman, Russ Pataglia. Hit right to him. Luckily, sails up and over down the first base line. Russ gives a thumbs up. The 2-1 to Joey Haynes. Chopped back. Hits the backstop. Make it 2-2. Haynes back in the 1st inning. Watched 1 strike go by before firing it over to 3rd base. And he was sat down there in a 1-2-3 1st inning by the Canisius defense. The 2-2. Chopped back again. Well, good news, our camera's hanging in quite well on the back fence, knock on wood. Let's hope that holds up. Tom Prince, you do a nice job setting up our cameras here at every location we go to. Some more sturdy than others.
Well, some of the backstops are right on us. That's the big difference.
That one inside on Joey Haynes. That'll bring the count to full.
You know, these longer backstops, when they come back here, you get a little more room to do stuff. But some of the times we're right up on it, especially when we do some of the softball ones. I mean, we're sitting right almost in the batter's box with it. Wow.
The payoff pitch ruled just outside the zone. It's a leadoff walk for Joey Haynes. Anthony Greco will step up. He has a run to his credit so far today. Earned himself a walk back in the 3rd. Uncharacteristic. 2 walks in a game for the pitcher, Tommy Lynch, after throwing just 5 in 35 1/3 innings prior. First pitch just inside. Greco has to move off the plate.
And I want to say Greco walked on 4 pitches last time he got up. It was a 4-pitch walk, so that's 5 straight to him right now.
Greco, not a towering fella on the left side of the plate. Watches another pitch low and inside.
And again, no outs. Haynes with speed. Does Coach Nasca try to put him in the scoring position right here?
Lynch takes a peek back to first base. Runner stays. Chopped down the third base line. That one could get a car. It will instead find its way into the body of a fan who makes the catch. It won't count as an out, and it won't be a souvenir either. They'll request the ball tossed back into play. Should be a beautiful weekend from downtown Buffalo and the Dembski Sports Complex. Game 1 tonight, Game 2 tomorrow at noon. We invite you back here on Western New York Athletics, or join us in downtown Buffalo at the home of the Golden Griffins.
We are all over Western New York tomorrow. We are at 5 different sites where we'll be tomorrow covering Western New York sports.
It's championship season, Tom. It's the best time of the year in the spring. Sectionals have wrapped up. Another throw over to first. We had the lacrosse sectionals for the girls' side wrap up yesterday after 2 days at Kenmore East. Regionals will start tomorrow.
And the Far West Regionals will be tomorrow. We'll be covering the Far West Regionals for lacrosse over at Will East. Is it all boys, all 4 boys? So you'll see the all 4 classes of the boys tomorrow at Will East. We're going to be here doing the Monsignor Martin. We're going to be at Grand Island covering the A Far West Regional.
The 3-1 in there for a strike from Tommy Lynch. He's found the zone again. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th.
We're also going to be at Grand Island covering the 3 girls Far West Regionals, the BAAA.
Going on the pitch is Haynes. The throw into the outfield. Coming over is the second baseman, Justin Ball, who stops it from going all the way back to Drew Podless, and it will keep Joey Haynes at second. After it was a called strike on the pitch. So 1 down in the 5th. And a runner on second base, Thomas Zwarecki, fresh off an RBI in the 3rd. He had a leadoff triple to start the 2nd inning. He came around to score. Swings at the first pitch. He missed that one.
And the other game we are also going to be covering is down in Salamanca, as the D Far West Regional for the boys will be covered, and that's with CSP representing the Section 6 Western New York.
All of your sports needs in Western New York, be it Monsignor Martin or Section 6, we've got you covered here on WNY Athletics, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We thank you for joining us here today from the home of the Golden Griffins. 0-2 is the count. 1 down, Thomas Zwarecki at the dish. 6 hits apiece so far. 4-3 the score. Zwarecki chops that one back and foul.
Hey, the only thing here, you lose a lot of foul balls. You lose a lot of foul balls, Canisius.
Oh, 2 the count to the catcher. Joey Haynes stands on second base. The pitch off speed at the knees, just misses Zwarecki. The first ball of the at-bat. Not a bad throw. Not a bad miss.
Again, off speed, outside, right? Get you to look differently, get to see different speeds. That's a very good pitch right there.
Now the 1-2. Swung at, tipped into the mitt of Gavin D'amico. That'll sit down Zwarecki for the first time today, and it's the 4th strikeout for Tommy Lynch.
That's exactly why right there, right? You can't sit on the same speed, right? You get him to see different speeds, try to throw that timing off, get that pitch in there by them just because of a timing thing or what the batter can see differently.
Tom, it's almost as if once Haynes moved over to second base, Lynch was able to take him out of his mind and he focused on throwing where he wanted to.
Well, the strikeout there with Greco was huge, right? And then think about it. You've got 3-4 you just struck out. I mean, that right there is huge for Lynch. It really is.
His previous 2 strikeouts came at the 7-8 spots of the lineup, striking out Sean Connor to end the 3rd, and to start the 4th, it was a strikeout to Casarsa. Now a hit to the shortstop Mazzara to first in time for the final out of the 5th inning. Canisius, after giving up 1 walk in the 5th, gets out of it alive without giving up any runs and leaves 1 runner stranded for the Marauders. The Crusaders will head to the plate with the bottom of the lineup. It's Jack Stravino, Aaron Jones, and Michael Doctor looking to tie things up in a 4-3 lead for the Marauders currently. We'll be back after this on WNY Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Welcome back to the top of the 6th inning. Canisius up with Jack Stravino, the right fielder. Watches the first pitch strike from new pitcher Joe Stumpo after Eric Swinsicki went 5 full innings. He allowed 6 hits and 3 runs, all earned through 6, make it 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. Now Stravino hits one to the hole in right field, diving the second baseman. He won't be able to get it to Greco in time, was Nate Casarsa, and it's a leadoff single in time. Jack Stravino gets the Crusaders with a base runner.
Nice curveball he just threw with a lot of movement to it there. Great piece of hitting. Really jumps on that. Great piece of hitting again. That leadoff batter that we're talking about gets on. That's big right now for Canisius, trying to get back to the top of the lineup. Think about it, 7, 8, 9. You need one guy to get on without a double play, and you bring the top of the lineup back and your hottest hitter.
Aaron Jones has yet to get on base today. A strikeout looking in the second and a ground out to second in the fourth. Joe Stumpo on the mound came in relief in game number 1 between these two teams after the starter pitcher Stanger gave up 4 runs in 4 1/3 innings pitched in game number 2 to Canisius. It was Stumpo who came in, didn't allow a run, pitched 1 2/3 innings to end the game, threw 1 strikeout in that one. On the year, he's got an 0.41 ERA, 2 wins to his credit in 9 appearances overall, and 2 saves.
Max Stenger, we'll probably get a chance to see him at one point, right? Big, tall, righty. He's got some velocity on his pitch, too.
First toss back to Stravino, a bit late. No shortage of good arms in this series this weekend.
This is 2 great teams, period, in Western New York.
No matter who's on the bump tomorrow, should be a good one. We welcome you back tomorrow at noon for game number 2 between these two teams. As the winner of this one will look to close it out in 2 straight. The loser, of course, will look to force game 3, which will take place on Sunday.
You know, a great example is, here's Canisius, right, the 2nd seed. They played Orchard Park. They have a win over Orchard Park, right? And Orchard Park's your AA champs right now. It just shows how good these teams are.
3 straight pitches from Joe Stumpo. 3 straight strikes to Aaron Jones. Now here comes Mikey Doctor. He had a double to left that had it carried an extra 10 yards back in the 4th inning, it would have been out of here.
That was a shot, too. When he hit that, I actually thought it was gone. You had to wait for the bounce to see right where it was, and we were hidden a little bit right there and couldn't see the bounce to it.
327 to the left field fence. The first pitch to Doctor is upstairs.
The last time I was here, I got a chance to see outside of the Canisius St. Joe's. Frontier played here in the Section 6 championships a couple years ago, if you remember. Brian Norson hit one over that Canisius College scoreboard as a senior.
You're looking around 350 hitting up over that scoreboard.
It was a blast right there to give Frontier the win in the Section 6 championship.
2 balls to Michael Doctor. The lefty pitcher delivers. Swung on and missed. The sun has begun to set on Dembski Sports Complex. The 2-1. In there for a strike. There was a 2-0 count to Doctor to start. In his previous 2 at-bats, he swung on the first pitch in his first and his second pitch in his second appearance. The 5th pitch of this at-bat. Chopped back. As Tom Prince readjusts your screen behind home plate, we look at the schedule for Canisius as they started the year with 3 straight wins. They had 2 losses, including one at McQuaid Jesuit in Rochester, before going on a 5-game win streak and rounding out the year with 4 straight, all against St. Francis heading into today. They ended their regular season with a home-and-home with the Red Raiders of St. Francis, and then they were matched up with the Red Raiders in the semifinal. Winner advanced to these games this weekend. It was a 2-game series. The Canisius won 1-0 in game number 1, and in 8 innings, they won 4-2 in game number 2. For Joe Stumpo on the mound, 2-2 is the count. He's got 1 out down so far on a strikeout to Aaron Jones. 17 innings pitched so far this season, 24 strikes, just 7 walks. He's given up 5 hits and just 1 earned run this year. Stumpo delivers in the dirt. It bounces. Staying at first base is Jack Stravino. He was halfway through first and second with the ball in between the feet of the catcher, Tom Zworecki. Stravino stands at first. 1 out gone by in the top of the 6th. Stumpo delivers to Mikey Doctor. At the knees, Doctor gets the walk and 2 runners on base. The go-ahead run at first. Stravino to second, Doctor to first. And welcome to the top of the lineup, Crusaders, Victor Mazzara. He's got a run and a hit to his credit today in 3 appearances. How about the 8th walk on the season for Joe Stumpo, coming in his 2nd batter faced here today. First pitch in there for a strike to Mazzara. Tom Prince, welcome back. Freshly after adjusting the camera behind home plate.
Everyone knows they'll see me running all around, usually fixing something for the broadcast so we can make sure it goes. So we got that camera back up and running for you.
It was Mikey Doctor last up who worked himself a full count after going down 2-0, up 2-0, then down 2-2. Second pitch of this at-bat fouled back to the backstop. 0-2 the count now to the leadoff man.
But this is huge for Canisius right here. You got your 7 and 9 batters on base right here. Now you bring it to the top of the lineup right here. This is where you've got to cause the damage.
Here's the 0-2. Chapped at again. That one looked like it got Zworecki.
It did. I think he's going to walk it off, but I think he got it in his arm is where he got it. Yes, he's holding his wrist. I think he got it on his wrist on that one.
It's his throwing arm he got it on.
It wasn't as bad as the one with poor Gavin D'amico. So,
what are the odds we get both catchers hit in the Family Jewels in one game?
That would be tough to do, I'll tell you that. So.
1 out gone by, 2 runners on base. The 0-2. Chopped back to the fence. Mazzara not going down easy. In his 2nd at-bat, he worked himself a full count before earning a walk. Most previously, it was a swinging strikeout on a 2-2 count.
Boy, we said it before the game even started. If you didn't think this was going to be a great game and a great series, you don't know these two teams, right? You really don't, right? And here we are, 4-3, sitting in the 6th inning, getting the exact game what we expected.
7-6 are the hits in favor of Canisius. 1 will score here. That one chopped in play. Back to the third baseman. Brendan Bucello throws to first in time for the 2nd out.
Mazzara does show his speed down the baseline, but great play right there by Bucello. He doesn't, again, it's all about charging on a lot of these plays. If you let a play you and you wait on it, forget about it. It's going to be runner over safe every single time. Aggressive play, and that's the reason we're seeing these outs.
2 outs gone by. The tying run just 90 feet away as Charlie Gill fouls the first pitch back. The game's go-ahead run for Canisius. At second base, the Crusaders have yet to lead today. They tied it at 1 in the top of the 3rd after suffering the first run against in the bottom of the 2nd. Then an explosive bottom of the 2nd for the Marauders has taken 3 innings for the Crusaders to get this close to tying it. It was a 4-1 lead after 3. Canisius, 1 run per inning since then. The 1-1 count to Charlie Gill. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. That pitch up high. 2-1 the count as Canisius' dugout now up and on their feet.
I've been watching Coach Naska. He has gone from the other end of that dugout. We see him walking out. He has been pacing over there in this one.
Definitely a 4-1 lead was all but over. This one smacked into left field. Going back is Josh Eagle. He'll make the play and leave 2 runners stranded for Canisius in the top of the 6th. The first shutout inning for the St. Joe's Marauders since the second. We'll take a break and rejoin you for the bottom of the sixth inning. It's the bottom of the lineup for St. Francis. Jeremy Connor, Sean Connor, and Nate Casarsa due up for the Marauders right after this.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Welcome back to Dembski Sports Complex in downtown Buffalo. Canisius defensively looking to hold the Marauders from extending the lead 4-3 after the Crusaders were denied a run for the first time in 4 innings in the top of the 6th. Now a 1-1 count for Jeremy Connor, the right fielder, who's got 2 hits here today, 2 singles. Now 1-2 the count.
Tell you, since that third inning, Tommy has looked really good here on the mound. And you can see, I thought he made a great adjustment getting lower in the zone and doing a great job of making sure he's there.
Chop to the shortstop, Mazzara, over to Gill. He stretches and makes the play. 1 out gone by. They pick up where they left off, shortstop to first in time for the out. Tommy mentioned that after that third inning, Lynch has felt so comfortable, at least to the looks of us. He ended the third inning with a looking strikeout, picked up where he left off in the 4th with a looking strikeout, and then ended the bottom of the 5th with 2 strikeouts and a play from his shortstop. This one to the third baseman, Doctor, in time to Charlie Gill for out number 2.
And even then, nothing really hit hard. You know what I mean? It's been hits that you can see just like this in the infield. Really has made a great adjustment since that inning.
And now Nate Casarsa gets introduced by public address announcer Dean Adams.
So the question is, do we see Stumpo come out and finish it? I haven't seen anyone else in the bullpen. I expect that's what we're going to see right here.
2 outs gone by. Lynch delivers. That one a good hack from Nate Casarsa, just foul.
And remember, we're going to see 3, 4, 5 for Canisius right now.
That's correct. Drew
right?
Podless
Gilman
is due
last
up.
time. So 3, 4, 5 we're going to see here for Canisius.
For Tommy Lynch, can't think too far ahead. 1 out, 2 outs rather, with 1 strike to Nate Casarsa. That pitch in there for a strike. A delayed call.
And Lynch, one of those hitters who's hot right now. 2 hits himself to be able to help him out.
Since flying out in the first, Tommy Lynch back-to-back singles in his last 2 appearances. Here's the 0-2. Look out. That one upstairs hits the backstop cleanly, and Lynch has a laugh.
It was a quick pitch. Did you see that? I don't know if he was trying to catch Casar off guard right there, really, but he was quick pitching him is what he was doing right there. And unfortunately, it went awry.
It might have caught Gavin D'amico off guard a bit there as well. Went up and over the catcher's head. Now the 1-2. Low, going after it was Nate Casarsa. 3 straight outs, 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 6th. And the 5th strikeout on the day from Tommy Lynch. we head to what could be the final inning of the day. The 7th, Canisius due up with the heart of the lineup. It's 3-4-5, Podless, Lynch, and D'Amico after this on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property.
Welcome to the 7th inning, folks. The Marauders 3 outs away from taking game 1 of the Georgetown Cup. They lost last year to these Canisius Crusaders in 2 straight. They split the season series with Canisius 1 apiece. After losing the first game 4-1, the Marauders came home and won game 2 6-3. What happened in the regular season means very little now, with just 3 outs to go for the Marauders. However, it's Canisius with Drew Podless. A single his last time up. The first pitch, a strike from the pitcher, Joe Stumpo.
And we don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen. This is Stumpo's game right here to win or lose right here, or tie, right? Because we could go to the bottom of the inning with only 1 run.
Second pitch, inside.
And look at where Coach Naska is now.
Coach Naska is sitting in front of the fans, perhaps feels a bit better surrounded by
He has
the
covered,
supporters.
I'm telling you. He has been where the media is down there all the way where he is right now. You can just see him pacing up and down.
Well, you got to get your steps in, Tom. This one hacked back to the backstop, 1-2 the count to Podless. He struck out swinging his first time up, earned himself a full count walk. By the way, that first inning, a full count as well. A full count walk in the 3rd, a 1-2 single to left in the 5th. Now 1-2 the count again to Drew Podless. Just outside, it misses the hand of Swinsicki. No problem, 2-2 the count. Tommy Lynch on deck has back-to-back singles of his own.
Tell you, Stumpo's got that nice curveball. Do we expect to see that right here?
That one hacked at by Podless and floated into right field. Under it is Jeremy Connor, who makes the play. Tommy Lynch steps into the right side of the plate with 1 out gone by in the top of the 7th. The cleanup hitter in the lineup, also the pitcher. 5 strikeouts on the day for Tommy Lynch on the mound, and he watches a first pitch strike from Joe Stumpo. Four, 3 the score. Game 1 of the Georgetown Cup. Second pitch in there, a bit slow, but it caught the zone for Stumpo.
Tell you what, Stumpo's done real well, especially in the top of the 7th. First pitch strike. You see him getting right on there, right, so he could do his pitches and start moving around and get them to swing at something that's his pitch, not their pitch. And again, 0-2, I don't want one right down the middle of the plate. I want them to see something different. I want to see if they're going to go after it. That's a setup. It's like a setup pitch right now for what he wants to do.
The 1-2 to Lynch. Swung at, chopped foul.
That hook's got a lot of movement to it. You can see it, right? Speed really comes down off of. You can see a big difference in the speed from his fastball, but tons of movement. That ball's really moving.
Tommy Lynch with the Crusaders on their feet in the dugout. Marauders the same in theirs. The 1-2 with 1 out gone by. Low, and it misses the catcher, Zwirecki.
Entire St. Joe's team not only standing up, but right on the edge of that dugout right there, too. You can see they're really up into there. You can see it in this shot right now. You can see exactly where they're standing. Great job there by Russ Battaglia.
That's pure instincts from Russ Battaglia. No headphones. Lynch chops that one back.
I absolutely have loved the camera angles that we've given you guys today. I think this is one of the best baseball games I've seen from a video standpoint. We were able to actually add extra cables and put Russ up into the stands right there. So the shot he's getting of the field is absolutely tremendous.
2-2 with 1 out gone by. Chopped at by Lynch to the third baseman. Bucello throws over to first in time for the second out of the 7th. Well, folks, if you've enjoyed the views or the sounds of this broadcast, go ahead, drop a like on the Facebook post or on the YouTube video, wherever you're watching, on Twitter as well. We invite you back to tomorrow's game for Game 2 at 12 o'clock. No matter who wins, we will have a second game. You can check the link in the Facebook comments and save this post to go back there tomorrow. It's also on the Western New York Athletics webpage. The link has been posted to our stream for tomorrow in what could be the deciding game of this Georgetown Cup Championship. 1 out away are the Marauders from taking Game 1. Joe Stumpo on the mound, delivers up high. Gavin D'amico has watched 2 balls gone by to start the at-bat, Tom. You saw the first pitch strike so crucial early in the inning. Now 2-0 count.
Good pickup, Jack. I was just about to say it. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's the difference in this at-bat. Now Gavin sits fastball, right? See, it's exactly what he was looking, fastball down the plate right there. Now the hitter becomes the one that's the more aggressive, right? They're looking for their pitch to drive out there versus the last ones. Stumpo had the advantage, right? You didn't know what he was going to do or where he was going to go. You were trying to look for a pitch, but really advantage pitcher.
D'Amico had a single back in the second. Swung at that one. He got all of it. Just missed the ball. It'll even the count at 2 apiece. And now Joe Stumpo, 1 toss away from ending the 7th inning and taking Game 1 of the Georgetown Cup for the St. Joe's Marauders. The 2-2 from Stumpo. Swung on and hit by D'Amico. Out to center field. 3 Marauders converging after it. The catch is made by Chris Casarsa. The Marauders take Game 1, 4-3 in 7 innings. Game 2 tomorrow at 12. For Game 1, it's all over. The 3rd inning proving to be the only that the Marauders needed. They get 1 run in the bottom of the 2nd, thanks to Thomas Zwirecki's leadoff triple, and then 3 straight runs in the bottom of the 3rd, put them up 4-1. The defense from Eric Swinsicki, throwing 7 strikeouts, and Joe Stumpo coming in to get the save. 1 inning, make it 2 innings pitched for Joe Stumpo, and 1 strikeout thrown. That's all the Marauders needed, thanks to the defense in the field behind him. 4-1, the final score of game number 1. We invite you back here. Again, the link in the description and the comments of the YouTube page, the comments of the Facebook page. We invite you back tomorrow at noon right here to Canisius College and the Dembski Sports Complex. For our entire crew at Western New York Athletics, Tom Prince on color, Francis Beck producing, Russ Battaglia on the cameras, I'm Jack Cruiser, and I bid you adieu.